Hello, Mania, and let's just do the sound test. Alright, perfect. We have sound. That's the most important thing you gotta do in every whenever you're doing any live stream or anything. You gotta check it with your cell phone to make certain that it's running. Like, don't assume that everything's going according to plan. So yeah, today I wanted to show you how the arena battles function. Like, it picks random from all of your knights. It picks randomly one to do the battle. And then you have at least, and then you got 8 chances in order to shuffle between them in order to randomly pick, just so that it randomly picks somebody with stronger attack stats. So the only one that, the one that it ended up picking is my Dante Alighieri. Most people know him as like the poet guy, but he fought in wars and stuff. So then this then brings up over here you pick what buff you want him to have the battle. You can either spend golden coins to give it to double his attack with 50 coins or other coins, but I just rather just go with like a conservative amount because the gold is gold is a rare resource and you shouldn't be spending it all willy-nilly. So then you get to pick from 3 opponents of your opponent's knights. So it's just basically one of your guys versus an army of 22. Just seeing how many knights you can defeat in battle. So I'm just randomly gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the one in blue, and let's see how it goes. Alright, so we went. So then since I wanna run, I get to either recover his HP or give him like a different buff. I just recover his HP and moving along. Like, sometimes you see that their names are red, that means that they are like a higher tier knight. So even though you can see like the enemy stats, just by seeing their rank, just by seeing their rank is how difficult they might be in battle. And while they fight, they say like the little catchphrase, which is hilarious. Our greatest may we live in war. Well, it just says it very quickly, so it doesn't give you like a chance to read it. In order to like improve your knight stats, you gotta like send them to like the university, and I usually like to give my knights a ridiculous amount of HP just to turn them all into milk tanks. Not milk, like Blissey from like the Pokemon before she got nasty. Well, it's just a bullet sponge. Or in this case, a crossbow sponge. Because yeah, even though it looks like fighting 22 versus 1 is unfair, I have been able to clear out the enemy's entire roster. But only when I get lucky enough to have my Knight Greg be the one who fights. Because it's a knight that, see, that guy there. Like the first one that you see on top of the roster, like I had the same knight, but mine is OP. Like I give him a ridiculous amount of attack stats, and he has been able to clear out the entire enemy's roster. But my second strongest knight is Dante Alighieri, but mostly for intelligence. But since he has a ridiculous amount of HP, it's just useful for. He survives long enough in order to gain more attack stats as the battle progresses. And since they heal you not by an amount but by a percentage, it's just good. It's just good. Cause because you gotta do the math since Cause since like being healed 5% of 200,000 of HP is more than getting an attack buff by 5% of a lower amount. And I never get the skill bonuses cause like I don't know, just I never see it activate. It's just they do the skills in like a very rare low percentage. I just like to work with something consistent like a attack buff, just like a raw amount. And then see now he started at 3,000 and now he has 5,000, almost 600 of attack. But if there's nothing but other options available, just pick something else. Should he fight his clone or the other guy? Oh, there we go. That guy ended up having a ridiculous amount of HP. I knew that the Greg one or the enemy was gonna give me trouble, but it's a good thing that my Dante guy has twice the amount of HP, so I might be able to tank it. Cause it's not like you also gotta like work under the with the thought that you not only do you gotta like clear one night, but also the other guys in order to rank up high in the arena battles. Like, did Dante ever write anything that, aside from the Divine Comedy, or was it that just that one thing that he wrote? Because like Don Quixote, he wrote other things. I mean, not Don Quixote. Cervantes, the writer of Don Quixote, wrote other things, but he's famous for just one book. Like my brother my brother looked it up and he wrote like other things like Vita Nova, Inferno, Convivio, whatever that is. Oh yeah, like the ones that have like the green rank, those are like definitely stronger. But so if my options are just a novice knight and an iron knight, then I just gotta try out the novice knight and hope for the best. Well, it's a good thing that my knight has like the opponent has a ridiculous amount of HP, but I take away more. So I might be able to do another match before it becomes impossible for like my knight guy to continue. Oh yeah, because other than the main plot, this Kingstro has other things happening in. Oh, and like it also does like a pet race where your little pets like eventually you're gonna get like the option to like choose your own pet, and I choose a cat. And then you can have them race against not against the computer but against other players, and then like the fastest critter wins, like is the one who wins. And it's a good temporary event to do because it gives you like hearts and stuff which you can use to improve your lovers. Because the reason why you want like lovers with high stats is that they produce higher quality heirs that then you marry them off, and then it boosts up your rank, like your political power and whatnot. I think he's gonna survive the battle with a decent amount of HP. Alright, he lived. I'm gonna recover 10% of my HP. Okay, so we got I guess the novice guy it is. Good, so he started doing some crit. Yeah, I think I can definitely win this battle as well because I have enough HP for it, and I take away more than he does. Do we know anything about the Duke of York? He's a historical dude that I don't know very well. I know New York, but I didn't know it had a Duke. Yeah, I can see that it has like a bunch of like historical dudes in the, and also like some fictional ones missing there. Like Marco Polo is one of those knights that you can hire, but the thing with Marco Polo is that you gotta take his entire story with a grain of salt, but it may or may not be historical. It's hard to know because he wrote everything in jail, and then you can't trust things that people write while they're bored of their mind. And just because like a lot of people agree, just because somebody says 100% that something happened, it may not be the case. I guess somebody in a lower level, so that gives me a chance to beef up my strength, and you know that those are more nights I can clear up. And I'm gonna get more HP. Oh, the challenger attacks first, so it's good. Alright, even more HP. And we're back to fighting the high level guys. Jax in the main plot is somebody that throughout the campaign is trying to murder you, but I guess he can also be acquired as a loyal knight later on, cause as a loyal knight. So just seeing that my opponent has Jax as a knight tells me that he might be recruitable later. But yeah, there's just some political. There's just some folks that they don't throw fealty to anyone per se. He's just opportunist. And now Dante Alighieri fighting his clone, his weaker clone. Good. So like randomly does like critical hits. So it's a good thing that my Dante Alighieri felt like fighting. Alright, so before the battle ends, I'm gonna get more HP. Alright, let's go. See, now we're down to 5 knights. Oh man. This guy has a ridiculous amount of HP, but the alternative was fighting the other guys that were way higher ranking. It's just a matter of knowing picking your fights. But at least in the showcase fight, you'll see the basic strategies that you can follow in order to rank higher in the PvP arena of this game. So good thing I have that HP. Over there, there's amount of HP. Alright, and it's done with that, and pick a random reward. Okay, I can add more attack or more HP. I'm gonna get more HP to just play it safe. Okay, so we got we got Magallanes and this Jack Sparrow looking guy. Oh no, wait, but those are Iron Knights. I'm gonna go to the guy with the helmet and hope for the best. And this guy has more HP than I have. I don't think I might be able to defeat Bertrand the Goosling. What did he do? I don't know. That's like asking kids to like look at the information for me. But he's like me, who just ate. But I do take away more from him. Maybe if I get lucky, I might be able to win. I don't think I'm winning this one. But I'm feeling hopeful. I mean, I take away 200 more than him, so maybe his HP will drop before mine. I mean, wait, it's getting more closer. He hasn't felt like doing a single critical hit. Yeah, I don't think, 75 and 45, it's not, I don't think I'm winning this one. Yeah, I mean, like, it might be possible if my Dante guy felt like doing a critical hit, several critical hits one after another, and maybe that'll be doable, but no. Yep, it's not happening. It's gonna shape up my HP before oh, and it's over. The enemy did a critical hit. Nope. Game over, man. Game over. Well, and that's the arena fight. I ended up, well, at least I got 18 knights in this round. So that was something. Alright, so now I want to show you the other silly thing. Now, this is a temporary event, and it's a pet race. And I'm gonna have this is I call him Ham. My cat is gonna be racing other cats or dogs, which seems a little unfair because dogs are canonically faster than cats. Or are they? I don't know. And my cat still doesn't know how to clear obstacles. That's but yeah, there it goes. Like it won a lot more in like the morning, but the big players of this game already woke up, and I've only been playing this game for like a week or so. So obviously other people are more ahead of me, but at least I made it to third place. Yeah. Okay, so over here, whenever he gains a different level, we can pick it lets you pick like a new skill. A paddle lengthens by 25 meters. And friendliness reduced by 15, while the other attributes are increased by 10. Well, maybe the other attributes are gonna be useful for the thing. Look at that. Just trying to figure. Well, we can do another cat race for another 14 minutes. Let's see. They also have like a hunting mini game, but my nights are all in sleepy time. Like my nights are already like exhausted. Like there's also the ballroom which is another way for you to increase your lover's ability. You just send them into the ballroom in order to be snobby. And then you just pick the strategy. You can either be complimentary or a jerk. So yeah, once you finish the ballroom, this is the next important thing that you gotta do. Well, and not do them per se. All of your lovers have a corresponding knight. And then through them you can beef up the stats of your other knights. And the way to get like the stats to like give upgrades to your knights are two ways. You either send them to the ballroom or you mate with them. But the most about the stat boost items, you get more from going to the ballroom than anything else. So just always make certain to send at least 5 of your guys to the ballroom to get like the status buff. So over here you see how it starts beefing up the strength of my knight. And this Ryan in specific, he gives my knight Thomas Boyle, it gives him more intelligence. And see, you see out there how the state power is going up? This guy, he beefs up the stats of my knight Terence. And Lance, he beefs up Gregory, or Greg for short. And what's interesting is that he gives him an overall stat boost. He gives him like strength, intelligence, all of the stats that a knight can possibly have. So it's a well-rounded, like Greg overall, he's not good at everything, but he's a well-rounded character. But mine ended up being ridiculously powerful at 167,000 of strength. Alright, let's see who else made it. Oh yeah. And this guy Kyle, you can only find him while going on like patrol. And he beefs up the strength of Robin Hood, which gives him more strength. So I usually just get first like the lower levels because they're cheaper, just so that his strength starts building up very quickly. And this one, Darren, which is I think we also find him while wondering about, or I think no, that one you get by getting your state level past 1,000,000. And then he's the lover that whose attribute who beefs up the strength of your Dante Alighieri, so he's one worth getting. So then he gives him intelligence and I think leadership. And then off it goes. And this guy I haven't gotten the Raphael for him. And here are my heirs going about their business. I still haven't produced. Like I can train at least up there 6 descendants, and most of them ended up as warriors. And you see, like raising them also improves your state rank.
I don't like this flower. Can we?
It's a little whiny.
And the other. Games with me.
Oh, you see? Let's see what else I can show that's not related to the main plot. Oh yeah, the negotiation room. Like I'm still within it, like when you as you advance the plot, eventually you'll be able to do negotiations, and and you can either initiate a negotiation and get like all of the prices for yourself, or you can join one. And the joke being is that there are only 3 spots to negotiate, and then the lord with the highest rank can kick out the lower level lord and take his spot. And then the longer you stay in the negotiation area, the more items over there you get. Right now I have 296. And then once you get a decent amount of them, 13,000 to be more specific, you can issue a decree. And what this does is that each decree it gives overall strength to or intelligence to all of your knights. So it takes a little bit to get, but it's worth the effort just to give an overall boost to all of your knights. Like I'm still a really long way to being able to afford strength plus 25 for all of my knights, but I'm getting there. Like I have 2,000 and I need 13,000. Let me see if the chessboard is... Nope, that's not... It's still closed. Well, I guess now let's go to the... Let's just move the plot along. And then in between, I'll do some cat races. I think I have some decent amount of troops to push the plot forward. Like last time in the stream, like a brawl broke out. Like my nemesis invited me to like his cat, to like a party, and then he tried to murder me at the party. Surprise, surprise. Not by poison, but by just having a knight throw like a random javelin at me. So that was annoying. There have been hundreds of battles. Of course, I'm going to expect a javelin being thrown in my direction. Like, I ended up not like taking a break, not streaming it yesterday because I needed to shore up my resources to be able to push the plot along. Completely stunned, Aves stares at his own son, Kervin. So you have turned on me, and what about Jax and the rest of my loyal knights? Jax is waiting for you in jail. Clearly you care about him more than you care about your own son. So do you still think I'm stupid, Aves? As he's staring at you, his whole body shaking in fury. Alright, Greg, go and rip him a new one. No, Sir Greg. Like Greg or Gregory for in the long version. It's the name of the first dragon from Dragon Dogma. Yeah, but like in the second Dragon Dogma, he ended up just being called Pathfinder. There's a lot of like it's worth talking about dragons in this game because in once you join a clubhouse, you can actually do fights against dragons. So dragons are a thing in the world of King's Choice. Because that was considered like a very knightly profession. Go and kill a dragon to impress a woman that doesn't give. Like, dude, if you gotta like go murder a dragon to like go impress a chick, like she's not worth the trouble. Most of the time, the dragon wins. With Kervin's help, you ruin Aves' plan to murder you. However, the Throne Usurper refuses to admit defeat. Aves' plans have been utterly failed, and he now encircled by his own knights and bursting with rage. Aves turns to Kervin and tries to change his mind. Kervin, my precious boy, and don't turn your back on your dad, and I promise I'll give you anything you want. Yeah, right. My dad, you were never like a dad to me. But I gave you life. Is that not enough? Dude, like just giving somebody life, that's not that's just a cause and effect. And technically, Kervin's mother's the one who did like the heavy lifting, which is like birthing the son. And according to the game, like that guy murdered Kervin's father. My mother gave me life, but you killed her. Kervin is furious, and this is the first time you see him argue with his father. And by argue is bring up the knights. Oh, there's another light back there. Sick, annoying. Oh yeah, like I think King Arthur also defeated a dragon because it's mandatory. Or was it Lancelot who fought the dragon? Nah, I don't know. It's just no, I know Merlin definitely fought a dragon. There's even paintings about it. Okay, just you read about King Arthur, but really, even though he's like the main character of his story, the ones who are interested is Merlin and Lancelot. And maybe also the Green Knight. Like, I remember that I watched well, I didn't finish watching the movie because I immediately bailed out at the beginning. Because remember the Green Knight movie, it starts with like a guy sitting his throne and then his head catches fire before like the narration gets uber ominous. And I'm being like, this looks stupid. Yeah. Oh, and I remember that there was another new King Arthur movie, but they went for like gritty realism. which is definitely what you want. But why do a gritty realist in King Arthur when King Arthur is was made king because a woman in a lake gave him a sword, or he pulled a sword out of a stone, and he was raised by a magic guy. So it doesn't make any sense to make realistic a story that's grounded in like the supernatural and the fantasy element. And even that, and you also gotta consider that in like the medieval times, when they spoke about magic, they saw magic not as a fantasy but as a tangible reality. Aves emerged at his son's accusation. You mean that filthy slut? Slut or not, that's my own mother, and I'm gonna stab you with a pointy end. Shut up and don't talk about my mother like that. And with a sword in his hand, Kevin suddenly lurches at Aves. I'm gonna kill you. Nice, it's time to prove your allegiance, capture Aves. Go get him with the pointy end. But I don't think it's gonna be good for Kevin to like murder his own dad, even if his father murdered his mother. I don't know, it's just a fury thing. Like the fury is like the goddesses of vengeance, and they don't look well at Fred. It's like, yeah, like your father murdered your mom, but I think it'd be better if somebody else hands out justice, or that's like a public execution or one. It's time to invent the guillotine. And the reason why the guillotine is named after a guy. And the reason why the guillotine was invented, it was because they wanted to create a more humane way of publicly executing someone. And I'd be thinking, what are you, nuts? Because in the old days, you would get executed by some guy with a sword or an axe just chopping your head off like one slash at a time. And if the cut wasn't thick enough, it would just like leave you half dead, and then what was supposed to be one painful moment would just get dry, and then they would just hash you to death for like half an hour or even a whole hour, just experiencing excruciating pain. Like Mary Stuart, the Queen of Scotland, she got like decapitated, but it took them half an hour to cut off the head of the poor woman. It just so then Guillotine be thinking, oh, the public executions are so horrible. Instead of outlawing it, he decided to, instead of lobbying to make decapitations illegal, he'd be like, I'm going to make decapitations as humane as possible. So here's the guillotine that he invented. Oh my god. And like the big irony is that the guy who invented the guillotine, he also got guillotined. Like he also got decapitated in Robespierre's Reign of Terror. The knights quickly capture Aves and defeat all of his cronies. Now that Aves is all tied up and the knights place him in front of you, his humiliation is palpable. You got me. You only have yourself to blame. Filled with indignation, Aves is staring straight in your face. His arrogant smirk is gone. And damn all of you. And I hope you all die terrible, painful death. And I'd be like, take him to prison. Take him to prison. No, this is my... God, like... Can we just stab him with a pointy end already? I'm more of a stabby immediately instead of stabby later just to be safe. Like what the Russians did to Hitler when they captured him, that they fed him poison because they knew that if they sent Hitler to prison, and his followers, as long as he was alive, he was gonna be a danger to like the world. So then they just poisoned, and then they just told everyone that he poisoned himself instead of what really happened, which is that they fed him mercury. And then they also killed the witness, which was his wife. So because Hitler was such a charismatic dude that had he been allowed to live, he would have like continued being a threat to everyone. So it was a good thing that they stabbed him right away. But I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, why are they taking Aves to prison? Just stab him with a pointy end. Your Highness, how should we deal with Aves? No, is stabbing him with a pointy and an option? Like, I've been merciful for the most part with nonsense, but with like the plot of the game, but it's very it's best to play it safe this time. Well, let's just see what options they give me, or if there's even an option, or if the canonical end for this guy is that he gets stabbed with a pointy end. But yeah, like I was saying, in King Arthur's time, magic was seen as a tangible reality. So if they wanted to make a realistic King Arthur movie, they should have treated magic as a tangible reality. You avenge your father by dealing Aves the final blow. Oh, so that's good to know. You got your revenge by completely annihilating Aves and his cronies, and your counselors are now discussing how to deal with him. What kind of a question is that? Obviously, we must kill him. Your Highness, I know my father's deed are unforgivable, but please show him some mercy. What? Did he show my father mercy when he murdered? Are you nuts, Sally? What do you think, Kirby? After all, he's your father. The decision is yours, Your Highness. Kelvin, you really don't care what happens to your father. I believe our Lord will make the right judgment. Well, he tried to murder me in like 80 different occasions, and I don't know, it's not, he's a danger. So traditionally, when somebody tries to murder you, he gets like, well, it depends from state to state, but traditionally he either gets like life in prison or guillotine. But since we're talking about medieval times, to the guillotine you go. But the issues are like in medieval times, like kings and queens, they were considered like higher level divines, you know, like God's appointed ruler on planet Earth. So, like executing a king and a queen was a little bit iffy in Europe. Like the first one, the first queen to like the first monarch to actually get publicly executed, and not like you gotta tell the difference between like assassinations and like executions, because assassination, yeah, everyone's like that is like the most common way to off someone, but to publicly execute him, that's very different, because executions is something sanctioned by the state and like shown to everyone, and like and they even bring their children and popcorn. Yeah, that was a form of entertainment back then, publicly humiliating people or doing prolonged bloody executions. It's like the movie Saw, it said that the person is getting saw for real in real life. Just think of the movie Braveheart, how it ends. A bloody mess. I like the movie Braveheart, even if it isn't technically historically accurate. It's a movie. You're supposed to shut off your brain. You're not supposed to learn. It's like if you wanna learn, go like just see like a documentary or hear me rant. And I wonder if like the category. I wonder if I got like more charges to do is the category cover enough to like go do another silly little category. Those are silly. Oh yeah, I got decent resources to do. I wonder if they are gonna give me an option. Well, I guess maybe if I spare him, Ali's gonna become my lover, maybe. I don't know. And he still claims to know something about my brother, but I don't really believe him. The whole thing that he'll tell us something about the brother, that's just like the last thing that he's dangling at you, and by the time we verify his information, that gives him enough time to escape and form an army to like go at you again. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just basically guessing as to how the plot might go. That's the thing, like in this game, you can like replay the stages. So if you wanna so if you wanna like just live stream like the plot, you gotta like start a new file from like the very beginning. So that's why I only bother to advance the plot whenever I'm gonna gonna live stream. That way there's something about plot other than that way there's something happening. Everyone is waiting for your decision regarding Aves' fate. They only just punished for Aves' death. Aves must serve a life sentence, and he should repent his crimes until the day he dies. Both sound like good options. Fish, but yeah, you're right. My brother be like, but remember that Napoleon was sent to prison and made to repent his crime where he died, but then he escaped the prison island and he came back with an army, and then all hell broke loose. So since I'm thinking of Napoleon, I'm going to pick that he should. The only punishment is death. Yeah, just to be safe, cause I don't want him to escape prison and then form an army to go murder later on. Your Highness, your father's soul may finally rest in peace. You nod slightly as the years of hatred and resentment finally start to melt away. Yeah, and my brother reminded me of Napoleon Bonaparte, that he was left alive and he came back with an army. Like I don't like I'm very iffy with the death sentence, but if it's somebody like ridiculously dangerous that can easily summon an army in order to cause death and destruction to everyone around them, then yeah. But like for like a common foot criminal, that's a little too excessive. Well, it depends on what they did and what state they land. It's not my place to decide, but this is a video game, so I decided that Aves dies. And yeah. Because that's what it will happen historically in medieval times. Though you have finally claimed all that's yours, you also driven a wedge between yourself and Ali. You'll be fine. I remember that Emil Cid, he murdered the father of his wife and she eventually got over it. You issue the judge against Aves, causing tears to immediately well up in Alice's eyes, and she then covered her face and began sobbing. Oh no, you killed my awful father. You killed my father who murdered your father. How could you? Ali, our father committed an unforgivable sin. To know this was always how it would turn out. No, Kevin, that's too cruel. Alice crying momentarily softened your heart, but you quickly clenched your fists again. You must avenge your family. And breathing deeply, lock Aves in prison, and he will await his execution from behind. Oh, what the hell, man? What did I tell you? No public execution. Just get it done out already. Oh, come on. He's gonna escape. Or Ali's gonna help him escape. What do you mean that he's gonna wait to be executed? Oh my god, he's like right in front of you. Like even the Bible says, do it immediately. Well, it depends which book of the Bible. Like in the book of Judith, there was like Israel was getting like attacked by well, obviously like that's the Old Testament in a nutshell. Israel getting attacked. So then the widow Judith, she got like dressed up and then she sneaked into the enemy camp, and then she seduced the enemy general. And then when she had her chance, she decapitated him for killing her husband. And then she brought back his head to the Israel, and then she like handed on a pike so that the enemy would get scared and run away because she killed their general. So the point is that when you have your chance for when you have your chance to execute someone, like do it immediately. But only if you're like in medieval times or one. I don't know, like in the real world, just follow normal real laws. I mean, this is just all fiction for the fun of it. The point is that it frustrated me that the main character of this game, instead of like stabbing him with a pointy, and as soon as she got her chance, she's gonna put him in prison and then deal with him later. Like, hasn't she seen any of the James Bond movie? When you're like, that's just giving him a chance to escape. How much do you want to bet he's gonna escape prison? And he'll come back later with an army. And he's either gonna escape or the Ali's gonna help her father escape. You finally claim your victory over Aves the Throne Usurper and reward your men for their meticulous conduct. Kevin, thank you for your heroic contribution, and I hereby strip your father of all his aristocratic titles and bestow them upon you. I am not worthy of your praise, your highness, and I sincerely hope you will forever remain my loyal companion. And now that we got all of our noble titles, I think we should arrange a feast to properly celebrate our victory. That's a great idea. Don't sleep on your love. It's not a victory until his warm food. Or maybe I'm just overly suspicious, but I have a sticky feeling that Ali's gonna let her father escape prison. Like, I wonder when the whole dragon thing, killing a dragon. Well, first of all, like, the concept of dragon is very universal across various cultures. Like I guess maybe they saw dinosaur bones and then they rearranged them wrong until the dinosaurs resemble dragons. Or were there really flesh and blood dragons roaming about and then they went extinct the same way as the dodo? It's just fun to imagine that maybe there were dragons. But then again, giant monsters that the hero must fight are as old as, well, even as far back as the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is like the oldest hero story. Like, the first thing he fought was the Bull of Heaven. And the Bull of Heaven is the inspiration for Red Bull because the Bull of Heaven is described as a Red Bull that flies. So that's why, like, I'm not like doing I'm not like sponsoring the stupid energy drink. I'm just telling you where they got that they stole their logo from, like the Epic of Gilgamesh. Well, not steal, because Gilgamesh is a license-free property. That was anything that's older than like 30,000 years is free picking. Oh, this mission is mission 66, mission 6. So like it's the number of the beast. which means Nero, by the way, the Emperor Nero, who was very busy during those days. Ooh. While everyone else is enjoying the celebration, Ali is standing in a corner looking forlorn. Are you still sad, Ali? Oh, duh. I feel bad for my father. I know that he's mean and that he's hurt you terribly, but at the end of the day, he'll always be my father. You nuts? I understand, but please don't be sad. I'll always be here for you, and you're like a family member to me. I feel the same way about you. Ah, that is little girl to the very end. Never mind that her father murdered her husband and a bunch of other people, you know? He doesn't deserve death, even though he's mean. Even though he's mean and murdery. Oh, and he also went like, remember in the previous chapter he tried to start a witch hunt and he created and he threw plague courses at me and at my kingdom, you know. That lunatic needed to be stopped. And then he tried to burn my witch doctor because she's a witch, but I don't care. She's a good doctor. The chick with the bird mask, who looks like she came out of Bloodborne. During the victory celebration, Abby confesses that she still feels sad for her father, Aves. Ali, would you like to move to my castle? You know, I've always seen you as my little sister, and when we finally find my brother, we can live together just like in the good old days. That sounds wonderful. And would you like to stay by my side, Ali? I think it's still a bit too early, and I need more time to heal. Okay. I understand, Ali. Don't worry. I'll wait for as long as you need me. Your conversation with Ali is suddenly interrupted. Dude, can I talk with my childhood friend without like an army of like 500,000 coming in there to like ruin the vibe? Like it seems like it was a certain mission specific that had a million per battle, because at least these ones they don't require as many resources to clear. Not 500,000, but and the numbers are slowly being chipped away. Like I think I'm almost past the halfway point of this game. So you're like, I defeated Aves, so who's the next? Well, I guess Jack's got away, so no, he's in prison maybe. So who's next? Like I have a feeling that they're gonna escape and then they'll come back with an even bigger army. Oh yeah, like fighting, like a lot of the early, like a lot of the dragon, if you think about it, it's just like a gigantamax version of like a lizard. And most of the dragons I read about, they always like, everyone like, there seems to be like a universal agreement about no cultures for the most part that dragons shoot fire. Hey there, Your Highness. What's wrong, Tabolt? I know that you have a lot to say to one another, but you have other matters to attend to, Your Highness. Your Highness, you're the host of this banquet, and you should be entertaining our guests, and also we can't find Kervin anywhere. I'm sorry, but it seems I have to go. Your Highness, wait. Or maybe maybe Kervin's betrayed me at the very end. Or maybe he got stabbed with the pointy end. Then again, whenever somebody is like not showing in screen, I'm assuming that they're getting like killed off screen. Oh yeah, it's definitely starting to cost more resources. Oh yeah, that reminds me of the Dark Lord of the Whole Dad, which was a parody to like old fantasy books. And in order to play like Superman and the main character, some magic guy, he had to get himself like a dragon, and he ended up getting like a very old looking one, and he almost died because of the dragon. Like most of the fun dragons that I know of are like I don't know a lot of book ones. Because usually in books it's very rare for dragons to like be the except for the book series dealing with dragons, which is a princess that runs away from home in order to go live with the dragons because she doesn't want to do princess stuff. And then whenever a knight comes to her rescue, she puts up a sign and says, like, dude, I don't need to be rescued. I just I am very happy with the dragons I'm living with. Like I think the book series was like published by was written by the I don't know, I think it was by the House Moving Castle Maiden or maybe or someone else. Yes, Ali. Before you leave, can I visit my father in prison and I'd like to tell him my last goodbye? Of course, that's a bad idea. Thank you, I really appreciate it. That's a trap. I feel the same way about you. Ali turned around and left, and you would have never thought this banal farewell would turn out to be so long and excruciating. Dun dun dun. She's either gonna free her father or her father's gonna hold her hostage in order to escape. The point is that everything is leading to like the dude escaping prison and then coming back with an army. See, and then like I'm gonna be like one of those chicks in hindsight, being like, oh, and didn't I tell you that this was gonna? But then again, you read so much stuff, and then you can kind of see traps and plot twists from a mile away. Like it's not very often that like I read something and then I am genuinely surprised by the ending or by sudden something. That I'd be like, wow, I did not see that one coming. Like I'm trying to think something that like a plot or something that surprised me, but then again I don't remember anything right now. Mostly because I'm like half asleep and I just woke up and had like my brunch. Well, I think that this is a good place to leave the main plot. Let me see what else. Oh, let's do like the animal thing again. Let's see how if my cat manages to win this race. Oh man, like somebody actually has like a cheetah. Oh, that seems a little unfair. Like how the hell is my household cat supposed to beat that? So unfair. Come on, cat, go. Yay, I actually won one for a change. I defeated those cheetahs. Well, I guess they're not like, there's some cats that resemble like little cheetahs. Yeah, a cat made it. Like this little temporary event is good because it gives you like ESP for your knights. Like when you send your knights to the university, you gain ESP in order to beef up their little talents. Like what I usually like in each level of the talent takes a certain amount of ESP, and the skills they are just they're things that you these things only apply to like the arena battles, but they're still useful because the higher you rank in the arena, the more miscellaneous resources you can get. And I'm still within the negotiations, and in the patrol is where you run into like the random lovers, but only if you get lucky. And you can also like pick up resources. Like you can increase your luck, it increases naturally, or you can feed resources into it. Oh yeah, and like over here, these are all of the lovers you can run into. Wow, and you can also run into the ones that you already have in your harem, and then that increases the little hearts, and the higher the hearts they have, the better heirs they produce, which helps beef up your the strength of your empire. And of course, always do this thing, which gives you resources. And right now, it's not gonna progress into the next one until I have 3 knights that are in level 150.
I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from him.
There, now that it's at level 150, I can claim these resources. Like doing those little quests are like the most important thing as far as progression is concerned. And then this one is make palace, visit a palace. Like once a day you can visit one of the place and then you get like 80 gold resources. So it's just something that you gotta do like daily and don't forget about it. And this one's for commerce, arena, and over here in the allegiance you can either like you can construct the road and eventually reach certain cities, and that like the allegiance is just good to get specific items. Like you can get over here the novice knights badges, which you can use to raise the level cap of your knights up a couple of levels, or you can get the certificate that allows you to participate in the knights parade. And the good thing about the knights parade is that when you participate in them, and you get specific prizes. And most of them is most of the pricing specific is that you either get like you get levels for to level up as a lord, and also ESP for all of the knights that participate in specific. So I hope you found this amusing and also useful if you're just starting out in the game. And bye bye and God bless.